All right, here we go. We've got the Commodore 64 emulator playing Project Space Station. We're going to start a new mission, and the goal here is to start the first R&D project within 60 days, the second within 90 without missing any satellite launches. So let's get this set up. Now, just to start out, you have to have a certain amount in each category just for approval and launch. For equipment here, $17.45. We're going to put 47.75 in this one. Okay. Then operations has to have at least 1400 for approval. Okay, we've got a little left over there. This should be good to start. And let's look at the ceremony approval here. So they're fine with that. They're fine with that, and they're fine with that. Good. All right. Let's get our crew selection here. So we are going to launch so many from the start. I'm going to start by hiring all of the flight engineers and shuttle pilots, but you don't have to have them to launch, so we're going to hire a ton of people here. Okay. All right, now we're going to hire a bunch of other people just to be launching and running this thing. Let's see, we want Simpson, we want Howard, Mason, Cal. And a lot of these people are hiring just so that we can easily fire them when we're done with them. Farland, McNeil. Then we'll go over to Fuhasi, Romer, Riviera, and Roth. All right. Then we're going to want to already have the crew hired that we're going to send up there to start our first and second R&D. We only have one environmentalist. And one agronomist. All right, we want Pendle, Felsbaum, and Edwards. Okay, the equipment here. you need 3. Okay, you need a spacesuit and an MME for each scientist on the project. Since we have 2 projects, we're going to get 6 of these, 6 of these, 1 of these for now, 9 of these. These are for geosynchronous orbit. Reserve fuel tank is nothing I will ever buy. We're going to get 12 satellites. So we've got a ratio of 3 to 4 here, PAMs to satellites. We'll need 1 of those. And then we'll get 10 of these. Okay, zeroed it out. Let's get our modules here. We'll need 2 of these for all the scientists. We'll need 1 of them, 1 of them, 1, 2 of these, and 2 of those. You have to have a radiator for every power module. Okay, it's time to set it up. Ah, I forgot to take auto packing off. Okay, because I did that, I have to unload everything. Jeez. Don't make that mistake. Okay, I already made 1 mistake, but that's okay. Before you actually hit launch, you've got all the time in the world. After that, every time you go into planning and scheduling, it costs money. But right now, we can mess around all we want, getting these first launches set up perfectly. The goal is to not ever go back into here unless we absolutely have to. But everything that you're seeing here is going up in the first 9 launches really. So 9 launches in 90 days. That's quite a tall task. We're going to pull it off. Okay. Kind of wish it gave me more shuttles. So let's go to the first shuttle plan here. Okay, since we don't want to miss a single satellite launch, we've got to get this construction pod up there. So what we're going to do is our very first launch, it's going to have the construction pod, 2 satellites, and 1 PAM. And we'll send up power module. Okay, that one's jam-packed. Okay. We'll have steel and Fruki on this one. Okay, there's our first launch. For our second one, we're going to send up the crew and hangar. And if we're lucky, then we'll die up there before we get the emergency up. And we'll put a satellite. Okay, we'll have Walsh and Simpson. They will go up and come right back down. Got a lot of people. All right. For the third launch, we'll have our emergency and radiator. Throw another satellite on there. Okay, we'll have these pilots just going up and down, up and down. Alright, fourth, we'll get the lab and communications module. And toss up another satellite. Okay, this time we'll take print up there, and now we've got people just running this. One other thing we'll do back here, since it'll be safe now, is we'll send up the scientists for the first R&D project. And we'll transfer them up there on our third launch. So we'll have Mendoza, wait. And we'll have Meineke. Nope. Did not hire Meineke. There he is. Okay. I like using him because he's at the top of the list. All right. Probably put him right at the front because I still didn't turn that off. Okay, let's get our stuff together here. Now we'll put him up on the third. All right. And he's the one that's going to stay on the station just to launch satellites. Okay, fifth launch. For the fifth launch, we're going to send up all the suits. And these things stack. Wish the MMU stacked. Send up 3 of these for the first R&D. They're going to need it. Send up 2 of those. All right. Two people just going up and down. Once we have this up there, we can start our first R&D. After that, we'll need another crew module for our second R&D. We've got to have a biopack for that second R&D because of what we're going to choose. Alright, we'll take in the Roth. They can go up and down with it. By this time, we're probably going to need more satellites, more PAMs, and 2 more of these. McNeil can go up on that one with McFarlane. Alright, and then for our final one, got to get this up there. Last 3 MMUs. And another pack. Okay, now these 2 are just going to launch and land. Pendle, Felsbaum, and Edwards, they're going to be on the project. So right here after this one hits the atmosphere, RNT2 should be started. Put these really close together too. The game's probably going to separate them out. We're going to just jam pack these launches. So we're most definitely going to have to come back in here to separate them out. And hopefully we don't miss a launch window due to severe weather. And we need every single landing to be a 7-day landing. So there we go. That's the setup. Go to summary and approval. And here we go. Everything is approved. And it's time to go. That's episode 1. Episode 2, it's launch day.